So, hi everyone, welcome to day one of tapping for our inner child. So, when we first start to work with our inner child, if we've never done it before, what can happen is our inner child may be furious or livid or so angry with us, and it's only to be expected. We have neglected that version of us for a very long time. But over the 5 days, we are going to start to nourish and nurture this lovely relationship that will be very beneficial and will have a huge healing effect on us. So what today we're going to be tapping in is I see you, okay? Because we really want to show our inner child that we see them, we recognize them. Before we do that, we'll tap in a round of love, because what happens is, as I said, our inner child can be livid and so angry. So we want to show them that we're here to love them, we're here to support them, and we don't want to be pushy with them, because for some of us today might be like your aspect, that inner child of you might be so furious that she doesn't want to talk to you today, and that's okay. So if you need to, as we continue or as we continue our journey over the next 5 days, you will see that he or they will start to really warm up to you and be so grateful that you did come to rescue them, basically. So the way I do EFT is I do a bit different. I do work with angels. I do work with, if you have any loved ones who have crossed over, and ancestors. I find that it's just like the more energy we have, the more support we have, the more the healing is uplifted, can happen faster. That's just the way I see it. If you don't work with angels, you don't have to call them in. If you have no loved ones who have crossed over, you don't have to call them in. I do feel that anyone that is here that knows me, more than likely you'll be working with angels at least. So it's beautiful energy. And we're going to set this beautiful intention for the next 5 days, and we're going to do that now, okay? And we will begin this lovely process. So what I want you to do, first of all, I want you to write down what you are on the SUS scale. So you can pull the SUS scale up, so -10 to +10. Just have a little copy beside you just to jot some notes down. When we go in doing the work with our aspect, remember, the aspect of you, the inner child of you, is separate to you. It's not you, so you will be asking them what they are on the SUS scale, and you'll jot that down, and it'll be separate. So when you're ready, place 3 hands on your heart and take 3 deep breaths here. On the exhale, we are going to visualize our heart space opening. And now we're just going to set an intention for the 5 days. So we'll set the intention that the aspect of us, the inner child that needs us the most, that we work with. Let's set the intention of really supporting, nourishing and healing this relationship and whatever it is that it holds. So what we're going to do now is we're going to call on the angels and our loved ones. So this week we'll be working with 2 archangels. Archangel Michael, because he will help us cut any energetic cords that no longer serve us. And then Archangel Metatron, because Archangel Metatron is the archangel of children. He looks after children. And then you can call on any of your loved ones or your ancestors. So just mentally repeat after me. Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. We ask you to be present, to connect with us now, to help us cut any energetic cords that no longer serve us. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Metatron. We ask you for your support in working with our inner child. You can call on any of your loved ones and your ancestors and ask them all to be present, to connect with you and to support you. So just for a couple of seconds we sit in this energy. Just take Take one nice deep breath here. And exhale. Isn't that just gorgeous? So what I want you to do now is I want you to write down what you are on the Sue scale now. Usually after being surrounded by our loved ones and our angels, we do go up that bit more. When you have that started, hands on heart. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 deep breaths to our heart space. And we're going to visualize it like white light. And as we exhale, we will see this white light expanding and expanding and expanding. So I'm all for visualization in my EFT, as I said previously. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now in your heart space, in that white light that you are, I want you to visualize that inner child, that aspect of you. It doesn't matter how they appear, you don't need to worry about how they appear, what they're wearing, what age they are. You'll know that instantaneously. But don't get too bogged down on it. So I want you now to go over and walk directly to them. I want you to introduce yourself. Say who you are, what age you are, and that you're coming here to support them, to show them love, to recognize them, and whatever else they may need of you. And just ask them, is that okay if they work with you, if you work with them? Now for some of us, they may be livid, they may be angry. We cannot be forceful on this. So if that is the aspects of you, just stand where you are and just say, that's okay, I'm here to show you love. If for some of us, our inner child allows us to hug them, then ask for a hug and squeeze. If the inner child of you is angry or livid, just like pop your hands to your side, and what we're going to do is just kind of show them that gesture that I'm not leaving, I'm here, okay? And we're going to tap in a round of love. So from your heart space to their heart space, whether they're looking away, looking directly at you, or you're hugging them, I want you to visualize a ball of pink unconditional love coming from your heart space to their heart space. And I want you on the top of the head now, before we get started, to just ask what they are on the Sue scale. Now remember that they are different to you. Could be a -10, and that's okay. Whatever it is, jot it down. Now on the top of the head, we're going to tap and repeat the words after me and say it out loud, okay? Love, love, love. Third eye, love, love, love. Underneath the eye, the corner of the nose, love, love, love. Out into the corner of the eye, love, love, love. Underneath the eye. Now as we tap here, I want you to visualize that energy, that unconditional pink love energy connecting from you to theirs, getting bigger and bigger. More love, more love, more love. Onto the tip of the lip. Now tap nice and slow, you don't need to go fast. More love, more love, more love. Onto the chin. More love, more love, more love. Onto the collarbone. Even more love, even more love, even more love. Now here we're going to move to the fingers. Unconditional love, unconditional love, unconditional love. Onto the next finger. And as you tap in the words unconditional love, I want you to see both of yourself and your inner child being wrapped in this ball of unconditional love. Unconditional love. unconditional love, unconditional love. Onto the middle finger, unconditional love. Really listen to those words. Unconditional love, unconditional love. Onto the tip of the ring finger, love, love, love. Onto the baby finger, love, love, love. Onto the cry chop, unconditional love, unconditional love, unconditional love. Place your hands on your heart. Now, for those of you who that version of you was angry, maybe they could possibly be still angry, but they would more than likely have softened up. So I want you to ask them what they are on the Sue scale. It doesn't matter if it has gone down or up, it's just showing you that the energy is moving. It doesn't matter if it stays the same. Once you have them written down, now I want you to mark yourself on the Sue scale. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start tapping I see you. Okay, and I will then start asking some questions that you'll have your own words to tap in, okay? So on to the top of the head, I want you to directly look at your inner child, whether you've turned their back or not, okay? Doesn't matter. Wherever they are, I want you to look directly at them. Keep your eyes closed, okay? Stay in your body. I see you. I see you. I see you. Onto the third eye. I see you. I see you. I see you. Underneath the eye, the corner of the nose. I see you now. I see you now. I see you now. Out into the corner of the eye. I see you now. I see you now. I see you now. Underneath the eye. I see you now. I see you now. I see you now. And onto the top of the lip. So what does that feel like for your inner child now to be seen by you? So ask them what they are. The word could be recognised, it could be any other thing. So whatever word you get, you are to tap in your word. You can also tap in my word as well, only if it feels right to you, okay? You're going to ask them what they are on the Sue scale. You're going to check in with yourself as well and note that down. So my inner child feels recognised now. So I am going to tap recognised on the top of the lip. Recognised, recognised, recognised. Onto the chin, recognised, recognised, recognised. The collarbone, recognised, recognised, recognised. Onto the tip of the tongue, recognised, recognised, recognised. Onto the next finger, seen and recognised, seen and recognised, seen and recognised. The next finger, so seen, so recognised, so seen, so recognised, so seen, so recognised. The next finger, even more seen, even more recognised, even more seen, even more recognised, even more seen, even more recognised. Now onto the baby finger. So I want you to ask them now that they feel seen and recognised, what do they need off you to support them. It could be a hug, it could be support. Whatever they tell you, tap that in, okay? Ask them what they are on the SUS scale and write that down. And ask yourself what you are on the SUS scale and write that down. So on to the karate chop. So my inner child wants support. So I'm tapping in support and you tap in your word. Support, support, support. Onto the top of the head. Now my inner child is now, I feel that I want to hug my inner child. So if you want to hug your inner child, go ahead, if only if she'll let you remember. Support, support. Onto the third eye. Support, support, support. Underneath the eye. Support, support, support. Out into the corner of the eye. Even more support, even more support, even more support. Underneath the eye, even more support, even more support, even more support. Onto the lip. So what does it feel like for your inner child to receive that support? What would she like to do now since she's receiving support? Since she's feeling seen? Since she's feeling recognised? Or whatever way your inner child is feeling. What would they like to do now? So I am going to tap in the words relaxed, because relax, that's what my inner child wants to do. So again, you'll have your own words and ask your inner child what they are on the SUS scale and what you are. Now onto the chin. Relax, relax, relax. Collarbone. Relax, relax, relax. Onto the tip of the tongue. Relax, relax, relax. Next finger. Relax, relax, relax. Middle finger. Relax, relax, relax. Next finger. I want you to ask your inner child, whatever way they are feeling, nice and relaxed, seen, recognised, whatever it is, what do they need of you going forward to support this healing? And just take a moment, and if there's nothing coming to your mind, just keep tapping on the meridian points, and then eventually something will come to you. So right now I'm not getting anything, and that's fine. So I'm just going to tap on the meridian points. I'm just going to continue to tap relax in. So on the karate chop, relax. But whatever word you're getting, do tap in. Ask your aspect of you, what are they on the SUS scale? And then ask yourself what you are. On to the top of the head. Relax, 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 On to the third eye. Now again, if you haven't got that word, you're going to start asking the question again, because maybe it's starting to pop into your head. What do you need for me to do to support this heal? The word I'm getting is fun. So I will tap in fun. You tap in whatever your word is. You can also tap on mine if you want, because that's what kids want, isn't it? Bit of fun. As what they are on the Sue scale. And whatever you are, jot it down. Underneath the eye in the corner of the nose. Fun. 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 Corner of the eye. Fun. 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 Underneath the eye, continue to tap in your word, whatever word is coming up, and you can tap in fun as well. Fun. 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 Onto the top of the lip. There may be more words entering in your head, so just go ahead and tap them in if that is the case. Only positive words that we tap. Fun and laughter. Fun and laughter. Fun and laughter. Onto the chin. Fun and laughter. Fun and laughter. Fun and laughter. Onto the collarbone. So much fun. So much laughter. So much fun. So much laughter. On to the tip of the tongue. Even more fun. Even more laughter. Even more fun. Even more laughter. On to the next finger. So much fun. So much laughter. So much fun. So much laughter. So much fun. So much laughter. On the next finger, what is it that your version of you wants to do? What are they doing now that they're feeling fun, they're laughing, having fun, or whatever it is that you're doing? So let yourself visualize and be taken away. So mine's in a playground, on swings. That's what I loved to do when I was a child, so that's what we are doing. On to the ring finger. So much fun. So much laughter. So much fun. So much laughter. On to the next finger, the baby finger. Even more fun. Even more laughter. Even more fun. Even more laughter. On to the karate chop. So much fun. So much laughter. Even more fun. Even more laughter. So much fun. So much laughter. So what you're going to do now is just let your inner child finish up whatever she's doing. Don't force her to stop. And just let your inner child know that you'll be back tomorrow. Probably looking for some reassurance. And just give her that reassurance and just say, no, I promise I will be back. We're going to work together to heal. We're going to work together to build a stronger relationship. And give her, them, he a hug if they'll allow you. And just tell them that you love them. And you'll see them tomorrow. And ask them what they are on the Sue scale. Jot it down. And write whatever you are. And when you're finished, pop your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. So that's the first day done. So yeah, how was that experience? I would love to know. So if you want to send me an email, send me a message on Instagram or whatever. I will see you tomorrow for the second day. Have a fabulous day, everyone.